Well, let's welcome in the management of Sonata Software, Mr. Jagannathan Chakravarthi. He's Chief Financial Officer of the company. He's joining us to take some questions. Mr. Chakravarthi, good to have you with us here. Thank you very much. I'll ask you to tell us more about the size of this deal that you've inked with this global exchange. And I'll come to that in just a bit. But we just heard from the HCL Tech management, just earlier, talking about, problems in the US market, guiding lower, talking about troubles that they see with the oncoming slowdown in the US. Could you tell us, would you echo some of that views that we're hearing from companies like HCL Tech, or are things looking good at your end?
Yeah, at present we have not seen any negative news coming in the market still, because the situation, any deal cancellation or deferment of the deals or the price negotiation or discount or whatever the 4-5 factors which indicates the slowdown or on the revenue front, we are not seeing that. Every company, even if you see their perspective, the pipeline seems to be very strong. The pipeline is really strong, going well for us. We have not seen this in the ground that there is any major impact of the revenue flow that is coming in or contract flow that's happening from the customer. Having said that, we also been telling always that we also read the same economic data what all of you read. So what will be the impact of this in the future? We are not very, we can't judge about that at present. We have to wait for the annual plan of the companies, which which unfolds in the month of January, February, and then we will know exactly where it stands in the next year perspective. At present, there is no strong and any negative news in the market.
That's good news then, Mr. Chakravarthi. I recall in your Q2, your numbers were impacted by supply side issues. Now, have they been ironed out? And Q3 and Q4 will look much better without any supply side issues? Is that what you could tell us? And also, what are the indications for FY24 in terms of a growth?
Yeah. The supply side issues, I will not say everything has gone, but the attrition is definitely is better than what it was in the first 2 quarters of this year. It is improving, and the hiring and acceptance of offer and all the criteria are all looking much, much positive compared to what it was in the 2 quarters. But I will not say that everything is fully ironed out. We have to wait and see the next salary increment cycle happens. What will happen after that? We are also closely watching on various aspects of it to see. This is a wide industry issue, although this is heading towards the solution or positive trend. I can't say everything is fully done there. Having said, the company industries also have taken steps to add the people from campus. That is going to help us solve one of the major issues in the coming days, in the next couple of quarters. Coming to the next year perspective, we have not yet given the view of next year. At present, there is no negative news. We are looking good for this financial year 23. We'll have to wait and see what does that happen once the business plan process gets completed for us in the month of January, February. We'll be able to give a perspective about FY24.
I hope this is not the season of, companies scaling down their guidance mid-quarter. So hence I'm asking you, you had given a guidance of 20 to 22% on your margins for the full year. Do you stand by that, or do you think that there could be pressures? It may be hard for you to maintain it.
No, there is no negative from there. Actually, the current trend in the margins are looking better than that. But we have to. There is a big salary increase cycle quarter coming in Q4. Considering that we will be in this, we still maintain that range, but we may be better off than that. A little bit better off than that.
Okay. All right, Mr. Chakravarthi, you have mentioned this wage increase a couple of times. So could you tell us what is it likely to be? And also you spoke about recruitments. So what is the headcount as of now? And, what could the possible increase be?
Okay. The campus addition is what we say, that the rest of things are lateral addition. So we don't comment about that. That depends on the requirement, and that depends on the attrition replacement and many of the factors of it. Campus addition last year was actually 400 and not. This year we are 550 to 600 campus addition. Next year also we will continue to have more campus addition. We have honored all the offers and we have taken everybody on board on time. No deferment also on the period of taking people inside. So there is no slowdown on that aspect of adding people now. So recruitment on the lateral addition, it depends on the particular projects and particular attrition replacement of the particular situation that keeps happening there.
Sorry, you said 5,000 to 6,000 campus additions?
600.
5 to 6,
No.
5 to 600. Sorry.
Our total headcount is around 5,500.
Okay.
So we are adding 600 people in campus this year.
This year, and you said next year also it'll be similar and lateral based on projects and work that you get and the requirement. Okay.
Okay.
Next year we are not at how much, but it looks positive for next year also. It may be better than what we have done this year.
Okay. Just one more comment on client spends. I know you mentioned a while back that you're waiting to hear from your clients in the month of January for what their annual spends would be. But is there any indication of caution right now? I ask because, the TCS management, best in class there, told analysts recently that clients are a bit cautious about CY23 budgets and they are hence watchful. Are you also going with that assumption that perhaps there could be a scaling down of client spends or not quite yet?
All of us have to be watchful because the data is data. What you see and what we see is the same data. We are all seeing the same data. So we have to be watching what is happening in this trend. But if you actually see the pipeline, the closure of the deal, is there any scale down of any project? Nothing of those reflects in the ground at present. But it doesn't say anything about the future. We have to be looking for that. I'm also saying what TCS says. We have to be seeing what is that coming in next year, what is that indication, is there anything comes up type of it. But at present, there is no specific actions on that in the market.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Good to hear that at least you're not facing any kind of reduction as far as client spends are concerned. And you'll get back to us in the month of January with what clients are telling you. Thanks a lot, sir, for joining in, Mr. Chakravarthi.